Sorry. Well, it's a very good morning from me. I'm at Luton Airport waiting to take the flight out to Tenerife. And I just thought I'd do a reflection of the game against Everton on Saturday. So, lineup. I kind of predicted that potentially Scarles and Cresswell would be dropped, but I thought that may have been because we were going to play with a 4 at the back, which we didn't. We played with a 5 at the back, but Emerson came in and Dinos came in. And to be fair play to David Moyes. Not David Moyes. Fair play to Graham Potter. Freudian slip there. Fair play to Graham Potter for selecting those 2 players to come in the back line, because it was there to combat the strength in the air and the physicality that Everton offered. So it made perfect sense for Potter to bring, taller and more experienced players. No disrespect to Cresswell or Scarles, I think they've done fantastically well, but it was just the right thing for Potter to do by bringing in both Mavropanos and Emerson. And it kind of worked, I think we were quite strong in defence. We held off Everton and any attack that they sort of offered. Of course, apart from the last few minutes when we conceded a very late equaliser. But on the whole, I think it was the right thing for him to do. Paqueta coming back in, I think that was obvious that he was going to be brought back in to the lineup. And Alvarez was dropped. He was on the bench apparently, so I don't really know why Alvarez was dropped. I guess Potter wanted to do something different. Fans have kept complaining that the 3 in the middle of Soucek, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez doesn't work. And I actually thought he would have dropped either Soucek or Ward-Prowse. I didn't expect him to drop Alvarez. I found that quite surprising. But again, we kind of matched them in midfield. We held our own. And then, of course, Bowen up front and Kudus as well. And again, I know people want Ferguson to play, but let's be honest. I'm not convinced by Ferguson, and I know people are going to say, well, you can only find out how good he is if you play him. But if Potter thought he was ready, or that he was going to offer something more than what he has already done, he would have given him more game time by now. So it's evident to me that either he's just not match fit, or there's something lacking in his game that Ferguson is not offering. So it didn't surprise me that Ferguson didn't start. I do wonder whether we're ever going to see Ferguson actually start a game for the rest of this season. It probably won't surprise me if he doesn't. But anyway, that was the lineup. So Ole Ole in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Emerson as the wing backs, Dinos, Kilman and Todibo centre backs, and then I don't know what do you want to call it, the 3 in the middle, Paqueta, Soucek, Ward-Prowse, and then the 2 up front, Kudus and Bowen. And it was fine. I mean, first half they had maybe the better of it. In the first half they played better, but we had the better of the second half. We took the game more to them in the second half, and we got a well-deserved goal. It was well built, good build-up, well taken by Soucek. Of course, Soucek, the much maligned, can't control the ball, can't do anything. What does he offer? Well, apart from scoring goal after goal after goal, what's that, 7 or 8 this season already? Apart from that, he offers nothing, does he? That's what I find really surprising about people's opinions on Soucek. They come out with I don't know what he offers. Well, you look and see what he offers. He plays with his heart on his sleeve. He gets around the pitch. He's a disruptor, as I've described him in the past, and he can also score goals. And fair play to him, because I think he deserves far more credit than fans give him. But anyway, first half, like I said, I think maybe Everton had the better of the game, and but we got through it. It was 0-0, and in the second half, we're the ones that took it to them, and we got the goal that we deserved. And then we kind of held on a little bit. They came at us, and they persevered, and they got their equaliser. And I think something that one of my viewers commented on in the review video I did is wonder if they have the added incentive this season, because it's the last season at Goodison, that maybe that they're kind of they've got that added incentive to do well. And if you remember our last season at the Boleyn, when we were playing some games, that incentive was there, wasn't it? To sort of try and get better performances in, more wins, etc. And that's probably what happened. That drive took them to get that equaliser. Kind of got away with it, didn't we, at the end, because they had another chance right at the death that could have won it, but thankfully they didn't score from that. I was happy with the performance. I think the performance was decent. I think coming away from Goodison with a point, I think is pretty fair. The two teams sort of evened themselves out more or less. So a 1-1 draw against Everton away from home, when we normally go there and don't get anything, I think is decent. It's a fair result. So I was happy with that. We got the break now, and of course, whenever we have a break, we come back and we do rubbish. So our next game is against Wolves, so let's look out for that away. I do hope we can come back from a break and actually go for it and see if we can get a win. Quite a few players now are out on international duty. Of course, Paqueta isn't, because the whole hearing is about to start. So I guess over the next few days, whilst we don't have any West Ham football to talk about, all eyes are going to be on Paqueta and what happens with his hearing and possible outcomes of that. We probably won't hear the final outcome until sort of April time, but it is going to be all eyes on him now over the next week or two as to what happens, and we're going to be hearing snippets of things that are coming out of these hearings, and there's going to be an awful lot of speculation, but let's just hang in there and see what happens with that. Still, a 1-1 draw going into the international break is okay. I think we probably maybe could have edged it just a little bit, but more than happy with a 1-1 draw. I like the way the team played. I like the way the team passed the ball around. I like the way we sort of set ourselves up. Yes, okay, you could have maybe Potter could have brought on subs a little earlier, but he didn't. But it was fine. I'm not gonna blame him for that. Maybe if he brought players on a little bit earlier to shore up the defence a bit more, we might have got away with a 1-0 win, maybe. But anyway, we move on. 2-week break now, and we take a rest. I'm taking a rest. I'll be away for the next 5-6 days, so no more shows from me until I come back at the end of this coming week. So I'll see you all soon.